whom and how. So within the disciples, started noticing that amongst disciples, some people had little relationships amongst themselves, where the disciples themselves sometimes would be intimate with each other. And you then discovered that, so this is done in rooms where when there are no visitors, but Daddy wouldn't see it, and you wouldn't understand why not. But the fascinating part is certain girls were always called up to the 5-story building. And when you asked, I remember I was in trouble because I used to ask girls to say, but how come you're the only one that goes to 5-story? And what happens at the 5-story building? So at one disciple meeting, I was reported upon to say, Daddy, Sister Clair was asking me why I'm always at the 5-story business, it's 5-story building. And I was in trouble for that. But obviously, I wanted to know, why do these specific girls go to 5-story building? And when they go there, they have their Bibles and notes. Remember, we all want to be closer to the man of God. You need to be closer to him. And one day when I least expected, I also got the call to say, Daddy needs you at the 5-story building. And I went up to the 5-story building, very excited, eagerly awaiting to see or experience what other people experience there. Because, you think that you're getting closer to heaven. Maybe he's praying for you. Maybe he's going to give you more Bible scriptures. You don't know, but it's a status quo kind of thing. And lo and behold, you walk into 5-story, and then there are the 5-story boys there. These are the boys that looked after him completely. And as soon as you get there, he dismisses them off. And he just looked at me. And he said, oh yeah, Sikle, take off your pants. And at that moment, you're not sure is this really happening or am I dreaming? Like your mind is twofold and everything. But at the end of the day, you end up submitting to what he says. And he has your way with you. And when he's done, it's as if nothing happened and he asks you to leave. It was never consensual because, as I say, you walk in and he says, take your pants off. And remember, you've already been worked on and broken down to a point where you don't have the capacity to think for yourself anymore. Anything you believe that's right there is what is said by Daddy. If Daddy said, it's true. So it was not, I can't say it was consensual. It happened. And you come out of it, and then he will tell you, now you're spiritually connected to me. And he looks you straight in the eyes and says, now you're spiritually connected to me. You're spiritually with me forever. So for you, it's a mind over matter kind of thing, because once you leave there, there was a sister called Bisola. She's also in the documentary. She was his pimp. And once you leave the 5-story, for some reason, you would bump into her. And immediately she'd give you a chore to do. She'd basically monitor your behavior after the experience as to who you talk to, what are you doing. So automatically you kept so busy so that you literally don't even have time to tell anyone. But at the same time, who would I tell? Because already you've been introduced to the system of seeing how when you report, when you tell somebody something, that night you're going to get reported and you're going to get the punishment that comes with it. The worst punishment I got, I was chased out of the church to sleep in the car park. Now, the car park is attached to the church building, but it's an open place where they called it the car park because that's where his ambulances and cars used to park. And I was made to sleep there for a month because I was told I'm rebellion, I'm very proud, and I needed, that was done so that it could kill the flesh. It could kill my pride, because they said to die when your flesh is dead. You need to die unto Christ your flesh needs to die for Christ to resurrect in you. So I was in the car park for about a month where disciples are told, if somebody is being disciplined, you don't talk to them.